There's a house beyond the cotton field where the old road bends away. I can still see Mama standing there at the ending of the day. Daddy's boots were by the doorway. His old coat was on the chair, and the smell of supper cooking seemed to follow everywhere. I was young and full of leaving, with the whole world left to see. I thought every distant highway held a better life for me. So I packed my worn-out suitcase before the morning light and left that house beyond the field for the city lights that night. There's a house beyond the cotton field, still waiting in my mind, where the days were slow and simple, and the world was warm and kind. I've crossed 1,000 highways, chasing dreams I couldn't hold, but the house beyond the cotton field still calls me when I'm old. Now the years have turned like seasons, and the road has brought me back, past the church and empty station, past the rusty railroad track. The cotton fields were shining underneath the evening sun, and I wondered where the time had gone and what the years had done. The porch was worn and weathered, but the windows caught the light. I stood beside the old front gate as day gave way to night. Then somewhere in the silence I could hear those voices still, calling from that little house beyond the cotton field. There's a house beyond the cotton field, still waiting in my mind, where the days were slow and simple, and the world was warm and kind. I've crossed 1,000 highways, chasing dreams I couldn't hold, but the house beyond the cotton field still calls me when I'm old. A man may leave his childhood and travel far and wide, but home becomes a part of him he carries deep inside. There's a house beyond the cotton field, still waiting in my mind, where the days were slow and simple, and the world was warm and kind.
sun went down behind the hills as I crossed the county line. The fields were dark and quiet, and the road was lost in time. I passed the old abandoned mill where we would meet at night, then saw the little town ahead beneath one lonely light. The stores along the main street had closed their doors by 10. The movie house was empty like it had been back then. But somewhere near the railroad tracks, a jukebox played a song, and for a while it felt like I had never been gone. You're the last light in town when all the rest go down, the one that keeps on shining when there's no one else around. Through every lonely highway and every road I found, I still see you waiting like the last light in town. I stopped beside the old cafe where we said our last goodbye. The chairs were stacked behind the glass beneath a midnight sky. I thought about the words we said and all we left undone. Two young hearts were never taught how quickly years can run. I heard a train beyond the trees rolling through the night, and watched its windows disappear like stars beyond my sight. I knew I couldn't stay too long or turn the years around, but I carried one old memory from the last light in town. You're the last light in town when all the rest go down, the one that keeps on shining when there's no one else around. Through every lonely highway and every road I found, I still see you waiting like the last light in town. Some lights fade with morning, some memories settle down, but one still shines inside my heart like the last light in town. You're the last light in town when all the rest go down, the one that keeps on shining when there's no one else around. Through every lonely highway Met an old man at the station on a cold November day. He sat beside a worn-out suitcase, watching trains roll far away. He said, "Son, where are you going?" I said, "Anywhere but here." He smiled and looked across the tracks, like he'd heard that all for years. He told me of a girl he loved in 1962. He left to chase a better life the way that young men do. He promised he'd come home someday, but time had other plans. And then he looked down at the ticket he was holding in his hands. Every train keeps rolling, every young heart wants to roam, but the farther down the track you go, the more you think of home. You can chase the world forever, you can cross the great unknown, but every train keeps rolling, and every heart rolls home. The whistle broke the silence as his train came into sight. He stood and took his suitcase in the fading evening light. I asked him what was waiting at the ending of the line. He said, "A little town I left behind and one last chance of mine." He climbed aboard that evening train and waved through dusty glass. I watched the red light disappear like a memory from the past. Then I looked down at my own ticket and thought about his words. For the first time in a long, long while, home was all I heard. Every train keeps rolling, every young heart wants to roam, but the farther down the track you go, the more you think of home. You can chase the world forever, you can cross the great unknown, but every train keeps rolling, and every heart rolls home. Took that train that night, I turned and walked away. Sometimes a stranger's story can change the road you take. Every train keeps rolling, every young heart wants to roam, but the farther down the track you go, the more you think of home. You can chase the world forever, you can cross the great unknown, but every train keeps rolling, and every heart rolls home. station on a cold November day. He sat beside a worn-out suitcase, watching trains roll far away. He said, "Son, where are you going?" I said, "Anywhere but here." He smiled and looked across the tracks like he'd heard that all for years. He told me of a girl he'd loved in 1962. He left to chase a better life, the way that young men do. He promised he'd come home someday, but time had other plans. Then he looked down at the ticket he was holding in his hands. Every train keeps rolling, every young heart wants to roam, but the farther down the track you go, the more you think of home. You can chase the world forever, you can cross the great unknown, but every train keeps rolling, and every heart rolls home. The whistle broke the silence as his train came into sight. He stood and took his suitcase in the fading evening light. I asked him what was waiting at the ending of the line. He said, "A little town I left behind, and one last chance of mine." He climbed aboard that evening train and waved through dusty glass. I watched the red light disappear like a memory from the past. Then I looked down at my old ticket and thought about his words. For the first time in a long, long while, home was all I heard. Every train keeps rolling, every young heart wants to roam, but the farther down the track you go, the more you think of home. You can chase the world forever, you can cross the great unknown, but every train keeps rolling, and every heart rolls home. I never took that train that night, I turned and walked away. Sometimes a stranger's story can change the road you take. Every train keeps rolling, every young heart wants to roam, but the farther down the track you go, the more you think of home. You can chase the world forever, you can cross the great unknown, but every train keeps rolling, and every heart rolls home. where the willow branches hung. I learned to fish beside my father when the world and I were young. There was a bridge beyond the meadow and a road that led away. I crossed it with a suitcase on an early summer day. I said I'd find a better life beyond that county line, but every city left me missing those quiet days of mine. Through every crowded highway and every change in town, I heard that old river calling like a voice beneath the ground. The river knows my name. It remembers where I've been. Every stone and every bend still knows the boy I was back then. Though the years may change a man, some things always stay the same. When I come back to my hometown, the river knows my name. I returned one autumn evening with some silver in my hair. The bridge was worn and weathered, but the river still was there. I walked along the muddy bank where Daddy used to stand and felt the years between us like water through my hands. The sun went down behind the trees and turned the water gold. I thought about the dreams I'd chased and all the roads grown old. And somewhere in the evening wind I heard my father say, a man can wander all his life, but home won't fade away. The river knows my name. It remembers where I've been. Every stone and every bend still knows the boy I was back then. Though the years may change a man, some things always stay the same. When I come back to my hometown, the river knows my name. Keeps on moving, but it never forgets the shore. And a heart may travel far away, yet still remember more. The river knows my name. It remembers where I've been. Every stone and every bend still knows the boy I was back then. Though the years may change a man,
river knows my name. The river knows my name.
I grew up by a muddy river where the willow branches hung. I learned to fish beside my father when the world and I were young. There was a bridge beyond the meadow and a road that led away. I crossed it with a suitcase on an early summer day. I said I'd find a better life beyond that county line, but every city left me missing those quiet days of mine. Through every crowded highway and every change in town, I heard that old river calling like a voice beneath the ground. The river knows my name. It remembers where I've been. Every stone and every bend still knows the boy I was back then. Though the years may change a man, some things always stay the same. When I come back to my hometown, the river knows my name. I returned one autumn evening with some silver in my hair. The bridge was worn and weathered, but the river still was there. I walked along the muddy bank where Daddy used to stand, and felt the years between us like water through my hands. The sun went down behind the trees and turned the water gold. I thought about the dreams I'd chased and all the roads grown old. Then somewhere in the evening wind I heard my father say, a man can wander all his life, but home won't fade away. The river knows my name. It remembers where I've been. Every stone and every bend still knows the boy I was back then. Though the years may change a man, some things always stay the same. When I come back to my hometown, the river knows my name. Keeps on moving, but it never forgets the shore. And a heart may travel far away, yet still remember more. The river knows my name. It remembers remembers where I've been. Every stone and every bend still knows the boy I was back then. Though the years may change a man, some things always stay the same. When I come back to my hometown, the river knows